Since summer is in full swing, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to share with you some of my favorite read aloud books all about summer and the joy that summer really brings. So even if you're not in school, you can still find someone to share these books with as read alouds, or save them for the end of the year next year as your students are starting to get excited for summer that is coming. But first, if you're new here, my name is Sarah and I love to share brand new picture books, picture book ideas, and even read aloud tips on this YouTube channel every Sunday night. If that's something that you might be interested in, give this video a thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button down below so that you don't miss a video. Let's jump in to those summer read aloud picture books. The first one that I have is called Pig Kahuna, and I only have this in board book form, but I think it comes in picture book form as well too. In this book, two pigs really like going to the beach, but Ferguson, the older of the two pigs, does not like going in the water because he's not sure of what's lurking in there. One day, while they're sitting on the edge of the water, a surfboard comes up and they decide to adopt it because they don't know who it belongs to, and they play with it and they decorate it and they do everything but surf on it. But then the surfboard gets washed out to sea and Ferguson braves all his fears and runs in after it without even thinking. And then he realizes that he's out in the middle of the ocean and he gets a little nervous. But he surfs, he rides the surfboard in, and he's so proud of himself. And he realizes that once he got beyond those fears, he had a lot of fun. Not only a great book about summertime and the beach, but perfect for sharing with your students about being brave and overcoming your fears. The next one that I have is called How to Code a Sandcastle. Sandcastle building is one of those favorite activities to do while you're at the beach. And in this book, Pearl has been trying to build a sandcastle, but it just keeps getting ruined by frisbees or dogs or whatever else is on the beach. So she and her robot, Pascal, decide to use code to create their sandcastle and to break this process down into small, tiny steps. This is a great book for introducing students to code and perfect for reading during the summertime. This is part of a series of books. I believe there are a few other ones about coding different things that your students will really enjoy. Another great read aloud for summer. This next summer read aloud is a favorite from a long time ago. This one is The Relatives Came. And this is perfect for talking about taking summer trips or seeing family, especially family or friends that you haven't seen in a long time. And it's that anticipation of seeing someone and the excitement of when they finally arrive and all the things that you're going to do with them, and also the sadness of when they leave as well. And if you're part of the Colorful Apple Book Club, I have a lesson to go along with this, a reading lesson all about using schema, background knowledge as we're reading. So make sure you grab that if you're in the book club. If not, I'll leave a link below so that you can join us today in the book club. But again, a great book for summer and about taking those trips and seeing people that we haven't seen in a really long time and how much fun that is. This next book is called The Big Beach Cleanup. In this story, a young girl is so excited for the sandcastle building contest until she discovers that it was canceled. The beach is too dirty, too littered with trash for the sandcastle contest to happen. And she is upset, but she uses that to help her find people to clean up the beach. And so her and her mom rally together, their community, to come together and to clean up the beach, not only because that's good for the beach, it's good for the environment, but so that they can have the sandcastle contest as well. And even though she doesn't win in the end, she's pretty proud of her efforts in taking care of the environment and helping to keep it clean and fun for everyone to use. An important message for students that even though we have lots of fun during the summer at the beach or at the pool, we need to remember to take care of our environment, that we shouldn't be littering and that we should be picking up after ourselves and that we are responsible even when we're having fun. This next one is one of my favorites. This one is called There Might Be Lobsters. In this book, a young girl, Eleanor, takes her dog Suki to the beach, but Suki is afraid of everything. Suki brings her beloved stuffed monkey along with her to the beach. It's something that makes her feel secure. Suki doesn't want to go in the water. She doesn't want to play. She's just too scared. She's too nervous about being in this new place. All of a sudden, her monkey drifts out into the sea. And this one reminds me a lot of the book Pig Kahuna. Very similar storyline. But her monkey gets pulled out into the ocean, and Suki, without thinking, runs after it. And she grabs it and she saves her monkey and brings it back to shore. Eleanor is so proud of her because she was brave. She did this to save something that was special to her. Suki is proud of herself as well, and she starts to take a few more chances. And I have a read aloud lesson to go along with this, a social emotional learning lesson that has to do with understanding our strengths and our challenges and how we face those challenges. So that's a great lesson to go along with this book that, even though it's about the beach, can be used any time of the year. And this next book is another one of my favorites. If you can't tell, summer is one of my favorite seasons. This one is called Jabari Jumps. In this story, Jabari is going to the pool with his dad and his brother. He's decided today he's gonna jump off the high dive. But then he gets there, and it's a little higher than he realized. And he lets some other kids go in front of him. And then he realizes he's not quite ready, but he comes up with all these excuses for why he's not gonna jump off the high dive. His dad very kindly gives him a little bit of a pep talk and squeezes his hand, and that's all that Jabari needs. He gives him that confidence. Finally, he jumps off the high dive and splashes into the pool. His dad is so proud of him, and he's so proud of himself. And he realizes how much fun it is once he's overcome that challenge, overcome that fear, and he does it again and again. And I have a free lesson to go along with this one as well. Again, talking about strengths and challenges and facing those challenges and overcoming our fears in order to find that fun that's on the other side. Again, great book to read during the summer, but also can be used anytime during the year for teaching those important SEL skills in the classroom with your students. Now, I want to know, what is your favorite summer read aloud to share with your own children or to share before you get out of school? Leave a comment down below with your favorite, whether it's one of the ones that I shared or if you have a different one that you love to share. And all of these books and the resources that I mentioned in this video will be linked in the description box down below so that you can grab those right away to share with your class. And make sure you stay tuned for next week because I'll have some great books to use for the beginning of the school year, for that back to school season with your class. And you'll definitely want to take notes of some of these great picture books to use those first few weeks of the school year. Have a great week.